Welcome to Infinite Heart Stories, where we explore the hidden power within your mind to shape the reality you experience daily. Have you ever considered that your thoughts are like stones cast into a lake, creating ripples that touch everything around you? We often believe that we merely describe the world with our words, but ancient wisdom suggests we are actually creating it. Every sentence you speak is a command to the universe, a blueprint that instructs reality on how to arrange itself for you. Today, we tell the story of a man who discovered this secret too late and how he managed to rewrite his destiny. This is the story of Daniel, a man who unknowingly built a prison for himself using nothing but his own daily vocabulary. Daniel lived in a world that seemed perpetually grey, convinced that bad luck was following him like a loyal, unwanted shadow. He woke up every morning with a heavy heart, already anticipating the failures and disappointments that the new day would surely bring. His internal monologue was a constant stream of self-criticism, repeating phrases that reinforced his belief in his own lack of worth. "I am useless," he would whisper when he made a mistake. "Nothing ever goes right for me," he said when it rained. These reactions were not just venting frustration. They were affirmations, cementing his identity as a victim of a cruel, unfair world. People around him began to pull away, repelled by the heavy energy he carried, which only proved his theory of rejection. He was trapped in a loop, where his negative thoughts created negative events, which in turn justified more of his negative thoughts. It seemed there was no way out, until one fateful Saturday when he decided to take a different route through the park. Seeking a moment of silence away from the city noise, Daniel stumbled upon a hidden community garden bursting with colourful life. There he met Mr. Chen, a wise gardener whose plants seemed to defy the seasons, blooming with an almost supernatural vitality. Daniel watched as the old man spoke softly to the leaves, treating them with a respect that Daniel rarely showed to humans. Noticing the dark cloud over the young visitor, Mr. Chen waved him over, sensing a soul that was in desperate need of pruning. They sat together, and Daniel found himself pouring out his frustrations, listing every unfair thing that had happened to him recently. The gardener listened without judgment, observing the specific words Daniel chose to describe his life, noticing the pattern of self-defeat. Instead of offering advice, Mr. Chen invited Daniel to participate in a simple experiment involving two identical young potted plants. "These two lives are identical," Chen explained. "They come from the same seed, same soil, and will receive the same water. But for the next 14 days, we will treat them differently. One will receive love, and the other will receive hate." Daniel scoffed at the idea, thinking it was foolish superstition, but he agreed to visit the garden daily to witness the result. To the first plant, Chen spoke words of kindness. "You are beautiful. You are strong. You bring joy to this world." To the second plant, he shouted harsh words. "You are pathetic. You are weak. Nobody wants you. You do not deserve life." Daniel felt a strange discomfort in his stomach hearing the insults, realizing they sounded exactly like his own internal daily thoughts. Days passed. Both plants received the exact same amount of sunlight and water, Yet an invisible force was clearly at work. By day 10, the plant receiving love was vibrant, stretching its leaves towards the sun, glowing with an intense, healthy green. The other plant, however, had stopped growing. Its leaves were drooping, turning a sickly yellow, as if it had lost the will to live. Daniel stared at the dying plant in horror. It was physically withering solely from the energy of the words directed at it. Chen spoke softly. If mere words can do this to a plant, imagine what they are doing to your own human heart. The realization hit Daniel like a lightning bolt. He was not a victim of the world. He was the gardener of his misery. For years, he had been poisoning his own spirit with toxic affirmations, and his reality was simply reflecting that withered state. You cannot change the past, Chen said, but you can plant new seeds today. Take this and start your 30-day challenge. The challenge was simple yet difficult. For 30 days, Daniel had to catch every negative thought and replace it with a positive truth. That evening, Daniel cleaned his apartment. It was the first physical step in declaring that he was ready for a fresh start. The next morning, he looked in the mirror. The old habit wanted to say, "You look tired," but he stopped himself. Instead, he forced the words out. "I am healing, I am becoming stronger, and I am open to the good coming my way." When it rained on his way to work, instead of cursing his luck, he said, "This rain is washing the city clean." When his boss criticized a report, Daniel did not think, "I am a failure." He thought, "I am learning how to improve." He wrote these new affirmations down diligently. At first it felt like lying, but he remembered the thriving plant and persisted. Week 2 passed. The heavy cloud over his shoulders began to lift. His posture improved and his eyes regained a spark of life. People at work noticed the shift. The energy he broadcasted was no longer repelling. It was becoming magnetic and inviting to others. Opportunities began to appear. A client specifically asked for him, drawn to his new positive attitude and solution-oriented mindset during meetings. On day 30, Daniel returned to the garden. He didn't need to say a word. His glowing aura told the entire story. "You have learned the most important lesson of life," Chen said. "You are the architect, and your thoughts are the bricks." Daniel realized that the world hadn't changed. He had changed. And because he changed, the world reflected his new reality back. Your mind is a garden. If you do not plant flowers and tend to them, weeds will grow automatically without any effort. So, how can you apply Daniel's transformation to your own life, starting right now? It begins with 3 simple practical steps. First, become an observer of your inner voice. Listen to what you say to yourself when things go wrong or get stressful. Identify the toxic weeds. Phrases like, "I can't," or "it's impossible," are barriers you build against your own potential success. Second, rewrite the script. For every negative thought, create a positive opposite. Turn "I am scared" into "I am courageous." Speak these new truths aloud. Your voice has a frequency that vibrates through your body, physically changing your state of being. Third, be persistent. Just as you cannot water a plant once and expect a forest, you must practice this daily. It takes time for the seeds of thought to manifest into physical reality. Do not give up if results are not immediate. Remember Daniel. He went from a grey, lonely world to a vibrant life full of opportunity simply by changing his words. You possess the same power. Your tongue is a creative tool, and your mind is the most fertile soil on earth. The universe is listening to you right now. It is waiting for your command to start rearranging the stars in your favor. Start today. Choose one area of your life that needs healing and begin to speak life into it with conviction. Say, "I am healthy," even if you feel sick. Say, "I am abundant," even if your pockets feel empty right now. You are breaking the old patterns. You are clearing the weeds to make room for the beautiful garden you deserve. Life is too short to live in a prison of your own making. Step out into the sunlight of positive thinking. Be the gardener of your soul. Watch your words, for they become actions. Watch your actions, for they become your destiny. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Help them plant their own seeds of hope and transformation today. Release the fear of judgment. Release the habit of complaining. Embrace the power of gratitude and the magic of spoken affirmation. Daniel changed his story, and so can you. The pen is in your hand, and the next page is blank. As the sun sets on this video, let it rise on a new chapter of your life, filled with empowering words. Believe in the power within you. It has always been there, waiting for you to unlock it with the right key. From darkness to light, from withering to blooming. This is the natural path of all things when nourished with love. Be that light for yourself, and soon you will be a lighthouse for everyone else around you in the storm. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe to join our community of growers, dreamers, and believers. Comment below with one positive affirmation you will use today. Let us fill the comment section with powerful, healing energy. Thank you for spending these 10 minutes with us. Your time and attention are the most precious gifts you can give. Thank you for watching Infinite Heart Stories. Plant good seeds today, nurture them with love, and watch your beautiful life bloom.